My name is Deborah McBean. They call me Deb or Debbie. I was 50 years old when I first tried cocaine, and I began by smoking crack and progressed to the needle of my own free will. And what can I say? You're better off never to try this stuff. It should be called a lure or more. It's a terrible, terrible drug. I will say this, at least I did raise my children up, and they were, how old were they? 19 and 26. One was married and working, and the other was working before I left home on my experiment. But my addictions are fine. I haven't had any desire to use today, which is really good. Or for a while now, that's good. Yeah. I have an addictive nature that I never realized I have, because I usually go gung-ho at everything I do. It's full bore or nothing. Yeah. And I remember when I came out here, I said to my son, I said, first there was a daughter, and I had no control over that, and I didn't mind it, I guess. Looking back, it may have caused a few problems, but that's okay, I'm over that. Then I was a mom, and that was great. You know, once again, I had to accept responsibility and toe the line, and I toed the line all those years, me being a daughter and me being a mom. And when I cut loose and come out here, I said, now I'm going to find out who I am. And I truly was never an addict until I cut loose. And I had no responsibilities. I was not responsible to my kids, my parents, only unto myself. And that's when I started. I have no influence. I have no parents to pull me. I have no children to pull me. And that's what I got into, a little bit of trouble. But I never hurt anybody. I never stole anything from anybody. I hurt myself only. And my partner, Tim, he was the same way. He's had a drug problem for a long time. But we've been very supportive of each other, and we've actually helped each other to get off. It destroys clear thinking. It makes men aggressive. It makes women emotional and unreasonable. Physically, it ages you. A lot of these wrinkles I have today and my teeth are a definite result of not just needle use, but crystal meth in particular. It rots your teeth, and when you do crystal meth, you suffer from sleep debt in a terrible way, and you can never regain the sleep you lose. People used to think we fed our own, like we fed our addictions, that we kept each other going, but until I feel strong enough to be able to say no to the one that gives me trouble, I just stay away from it. Yeah. And that works. But I'd like to be strong enough to be able to say no, and that's what I'm working on. It just makes you lose all control. You know, your self-discipline, your self-control is gone. And in a way, I think maybe that's why I was experimenting. I always practiced such stiff self-control. Maybe I wanted to find out what it was like without.
You sort of need to hit rock bottom before you can begin to build yourself back up?
Maybe several times.
Could you talk about one of those moments?
Sure. I can. I can tell you about the night I left town to get off crystal meth. Tim and I had a terrible, terrible argument, and we ended up sleeping on the floor, not talking to each other, in a drug house called River Parade, which has since been burned down, thank goodness. And I woke up in the morning with a bit of tobacco and some noodles in my backpack, and I said, I can't stay here. I'll die if I do. And if I die, I can't help Tim or anybody else. It'll be over. So without saying goodbye to Tim, I picked myself up, because if I'd said goodbye, I couldn't have left. And I left town. I hitchhiked out of town, and I went to Boston Bar and stayed with my sister-in-law, and within a couple of days, she helped me tremendously. Ended up back out here, and we've never really looked back.
Oh, I've done all this good stuff. I deserve to get high.
Or you've had a really
You don't deserve at all to get high.
No.
You just did something that everybody normally does during a day.
Yeah.
So why should you get a pat on the back for that?
You don't get no hero business.
You know, maybe if I went to save somebody's life, I would deserve to get high, but I don't still.
No.
I still don't, really. It's crazy.
And that's the worst of it, is it doesn't stop there with that drug. With that drug, you sell your house or your dog or your car or whatever it took. It has that much of a grab on you. And I hate that. I don't like it to have a grab on me like that.
Yeah.
But I've let it. I've let it lots of times. I've been foolish. I've lost my house over not being able to pay rent and been homeless, and I just hate that. So the good fight we're fighting here, to me, whether I have a mishap or not, it's still all that good time, and I'm stepping up the ladder a little bit at a time, all our small personal goals that we've put, and maintaining our housing, and then starting to work into the community and becoming
The best thing we did was moving here.
Yeah, that's the very best thing we ever did, Paul. Without moving in here, I don't know where we'd be. I realized that physically I was going to die if I didn't stop. And mentally and emotionally, I was going to lose myself forever. My self-pride, my self-respect, my self-discipline, everything. I'd lost my home, I'd lost friends. Yeah. And when you have nothing, you realize what's important is in here and in here. And with the drug usage, I couldn't find that anymore or feel it. So I had a choice. Give it up or lose myself forever, go down the rabbit hole. And I left town with nothing. A little bit of tobacco, a good warm coat, and picked myself up and started my life over. I wanted to find out who I was, so this has been a journey of self-exploration, and unfortunately involved some darker sides of life, from which I've learned eventually. So, as a daughter, I had my parents influencing me, which is not a bad thing, but it was. As a mother, I had my children influencing. Many times when I may have strayed earlier, I didn't, because I had my children, and my self-discipline and self-control came into effect. And for some unknown reason, I was smart enough to wait. I've discovered that Deb's not such a bad person, that she needs to tone it down in some areas and beef it up in others, and that I probably haven't done too bad a job in my life getting through it. I make a lot of mistakes, but I try and learn from them. And Deb is a person who's comfortable in her own skin and tries to be optimistic and likes to help others and likes to be helped too. Sometimes too stubborn to ask for help though, but I'm learning. Who loves children and loves life and hopes to continue learning until the day she dies. And hopes to move out of the Thunderbird someday, but not until I'm ready. And I know I will be someday. I just want to live my life and be happy. That's all I can say. Onwards and upwards. I'm going for a walk.
Oh, take me back to the start.
But if I can help one person, then I feel that I'm helping to sort of pay back the damages I've done to myself and to others over the years with drug use. And to maybe spare somebody some of the grief and hardship and things that you go through when you do use hard drugs. I'm becoming a useful member of my society and a member of my community here at the Thunderbird Motel Project. And it makes me feel good. So maybe I'm being selfish. It makes me feel good to share. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
That's good.
Science in progress. Do not speak as loud as my heart. But tell me come back and
Holy smokes, if she falls.
It's his fault.
to the start.
Then you're going to have to give me your arm to take me back. Okay. I didn't think I'd ever be able to walk again, to be honest with you. See about how my bone density is on my left. See, I can't do that forever. I don't want to walk anymore by myself. No good. It's good, but it's no good.
I'm going back to the start.
The brakes gloves are on, my keys are there, and my cigarettes are on the floor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys are no fair.
Three, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you. You read the card. Come on.
Trying to get me, are you? You shouldn't try and get me.
Yeah, I am, because you're gonna win.
Well, hurry up. I'm in a big
Shut up.
I'm in a big rush.
Shut up.
You're very welcome. Oh, I see another 11.
He's got enough cards over there. So now you can get out, can you?
You know I can get you back.
Oh, okay.